Good
Hi.
morning. Good morning to Coffee Talk with Dan and Carol. We're lying here on the floor this morning, and you know, this is a really cool thing because it's not very often that I get down and really look at the world from this viewpoint.
It's true.
It's true point. You see the, you know, the dust bunnies. And
Hey, quit looking.
But it's a great experience to look at things from a different spot. You know, everything in the room looks a little bit different from down here. It's sort of like being a child again.
Yeah.
You know, getting down and crawling around on your floor on your belly. And
I've often thought about that, right? That kids see the world from a different view than we do, and that's kind of what we're doing, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think it's kind of fun to get down and to look at things in a different way.
And I wonder too in our relationship, you know, the power of, okay, this is pretty easy to get down on the floor. Well, maybe it might not be easy for me to get up. Anyway, it's easy to get down on the floor and view things from a different perspective. What about in our relationship? What can we do that will allow us to look at things differently, or to see things in maybe a new light, different in a new way?
I think that maybe we get into habits. I know we do. You know, we get up at the same time in the morning, we get our breakfast the same way, we go to work or do whatever we do the same way, drive the same roads, tend to get into those habits. And so for me, I think for me to break some of those habits or do things a little bit differently, it helps me to see things in a different way.
Well, a habit, oops, sorry, I'm interrupting what your next thought was.
No, I was just going to say, like yesterday on the way going to town, normally drive the same road, just to have a destination in mind, but I took a different road. Went down a different path, by some different neighbors, just got a different view on what was going on in the world.
I was just thinking about how habits can support us. They're there for a reason. They're there to enable us to make our lives easy and to just do things smoothly and kind of without thought, right? You know, I get up and first thing I do is go to the bathroom, and then I brush my teeth and so on and so forth. And by not having to think about those things, they become routine and easy. And that supports me as long as the habit is doing something that I need it to be doing. And so I guess for me, the times that I want to break those habits or try new things is when I recognize that something I'm doing is not supporting me.
Absolutely.
And so in our relationship, there are a lot of things that I and you habitually do that I don't want to change.
Yes.
I'm quite happy to have a kiss right before we go to bed, and you know, to have coffee together, even if it is on the floor first thing in the morning, is kind of fun, and I enjoy that. So that's not a habit I'm willing to break. However, there are some habits. For example, I interrupted you, and that's something that I do want to change. I do want to have a new experience of that and work towards changing that, look at it differently.
And creating new habits, that I guess is the real goal. With a lot of the coaching that we do, and couples have developed these habits that aren't working very well for them. And they don't like the result they're getting, but they're stuck in this habit. So that's one of the beauties of the ongoing coaching, is that they can gain the ongoing support to help them to create some really healthy new habits. And that's really primarily what we have done to improve our life, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Create some new healthy habits.
And the key to that is first awareness. And as we become aware of the things that are supporting us and we want to keep, that's beautiful. But the things that we become aware of that we don't want to keep, those are the areas in my life that I'm working on changing. That I want our relationship to continue to keep getting better and better and better. It's never going to be just the way I want it. There's always room for me to improve.
Absolutely. Create new habits.
Yeah. And, you know, it may or may not mean getting down on the floor and taking a look at the world in a different way. If this supports you, give it a go and see, we're going to maybe have a picnic.
Absolutely.
You never know.
So have a look at your habits. Look at the ones that are working really well for you and the ones that aren't working well for you, and go from there. Be conscious, be aware, and have fun.
Have fun, yeah. We'll talk to you soon, and send us a note. Let us know what types of habits do support you, what types you're interested in changing, and let us know what you're doing that's making a positive effect in those changes. Take care. Talk to you soon.